Alright, let's just jump right into it. Number one, Illmac versus Hollow On. It happened in grind time years ago. I believe Illmac is on one of the best runs of his career, picking up recent wins versus Ward. And Hollow just got off a kind of rough stretch against Math and John. But the Loaded Hollow's performance at Double Impact was very nice. Now, I believe this battle would almost have to take place on RBE because it eliminates that King of the Dot crowd and the URL crowd to a point. But I believe it would be a pretty good matchup with them being able to utilize their pens this time around. Number 9, Geechi versus Iron. I believe it's time for Geechi to get a legend. And who better than Iron Solomon? He just returned to URL not long ago. Beat T-Top, had a classic with Nitty. Then had JC, was supposed to have Surf. I don't know why Surf keeps ducking, but I think Geechi and Iron would be a hell of a fight. I'd probably edge it to Geechi. I just feel like he's newer. His style fits more in the modern era. While Iron has been able to adapt, yes. I'm a huge Iron fan. I'm a huge Geechi fan. Geechi had a good performance against Big K and Head Ice at the last couple King of the Dot events. I believe Iron would probably push Geechi more than he's ever been pushed, but later on, coming up with that list, I got another Geechi battle that would probably be really interesting. I'd say the perfect setting is either King of the Dot or URL. That's kind of a toss-up. It doesn't matter in that situation. I believe both crowds, and maybe a Los Angeles or Boston King of the Dot-wise, would love it, and I believe Irving Plaza would go nuts. Number 8, Mook versus Twork. It's time to give Twork a legend. Just like with Geechi, it's time. Give him Mook. I do have another Twork battle later on this list that would fit his style more aggressively, where Mook is not an aggressive battler, unlike Twork. But I'm not sure if we're going to see Mook for a while after the Bridge Rothstein incident. But obviously URL, Irving, no other place that battle can go down. Number 7, A-Ward versus B-Dot. This was something that was alluded to on the Guardians for the Cultures 2-on-2 with Loso, Ward, B-Dot, and Geechi, where B-Dot ended his third round by saying, I'll say the rest when somebody books us, Ward. Bullpen would be a really nice setting for this, I feel like. KOTD, obviously. Even, overseas premiere. If Shotty books another event, that'd be beautiful. Hell, even get Ward on a URL, that'd be nice. Number 6, for the King of Dot title, Roto versus Pass. Now, I'm not too familiar with the Scribble era and WRC era, but I'm not sure if this battle is happening or not. But Pass is clearly in line for a title shot, and I believe after Pass would be Ward. And then, it's honestly, at this very moment, it's just Pass and Ward, in my opinion. Sharon might be there, Maybe if Roan wants it again, he has a couple more strong performances. If we see Roan again, King of the Dot, obviously, because it's a title match. I think Blackout LA, this may have been a planned battle. Blackout LA, this may have been a planned battle. It would have been a really nice battle, in my opinion. But we will find out after the whole coronavirus passes, hopefully soon. I miss battle rep. Number 5, Iron versus Saurus. That's another thing that I feel like is long overdue for a second rematch. Part of me wants to say RBE in New York because I feel like that'd be a really good battle in New York. And just kind of have that classic feel because the first battle was on the streets of New York. I just seem to be kind of that cool it factor. It seems like Iron's ducking the Saurus, and I don't understand why. It'd be a crazy battle. Number 4, Diz versus Twork. As I alluded to earlier, Twork, this is someone that's going to match his style. Diz is aggressive. Twork is aggressive. You need a middle ground for this battle because Canada fans love Diz. URL fans love Twork. Premier Battle League would be beautiful. Like, Twork did real good versus Arse in London during Summer Madness. Diz, his few showings in the UK were nice against Unanimous. And Diz's showing in the UK was nice against Unanimous. Number 3, Caustic versus Shotty. This is a battle that has somewhat history because Caustic's Verb and Arse battle were because Shotty could not make it across the border. I feel like it'd just be a neat little niche to throw the fans, and I feel like it would work good over in London or on King of Dot. Number 2, Shotty versus Lux. This is a battle that was originally planned for the Premier Battles All-Star card, or not All-Star card, but the return of Shotty. It fell through, and we got Rock, and then Rock fell through, and then with John John. This would be perfect on that Premier card. Or Shotty said he wants to be on RBE. That'd be a nice battle on RBE. I believe that'd be Lux's RBE debut, too. Now, number 1, Mook versus Geechi. I feel like in the natural pecking order of things, with Surf getting Lux, I feel like you need to give Geechi Mook. Mook's a legend, undeniably a legend in this game. Like I said, I'm not sure if we'll see him again for a while for the President's event. I'm not sure if you will book him. I don't see why not. He's the golden goose, pretty much, in my opinion. This would be a big money maker, ticket and pay-per-view wise, or app. Good way to pull in a lot of subs to the app. I'm gonna go back through and run down the battles and who I think would win. Illmac versus Hollow would be a debatable, but I feel like Illmac is up here as of right now, and Hollow's kind of had a couple down performances. This would be a good shot for Hollow to prove himself, but I feel like Illmac would edge it. Geechi versus Iron would be, I can't even call that. They're both on career runs. Mook versus Twork, I'd have to give the edge to Twork. He just seems unstoppable since the Mike P battle. A-Word versus B-Dot, lots of biblical bars. That's all I'm going to say. Can't call a winner, won't call a winner. 2 of my favorites, Real Deal versus Pass. I'd have to edge it to Real Deal. I mean, I think Real Deal's on a tear, beating Chilla twice and Ward, a recent memory, Poe Rich. It's been Passes on a roll, too. I mean, he did have a couple slip-ups versus Enes, but I still personally think he won that battle. I think he beat Danny. Caustic, or Diz versus Twork. I'd have to give it to Twork. Like I said, Twork's newer. Diz hasn't mastered that controlled aggression yet. Iron versus Saurus is a toss-up, but I feel like Iron's on a run. Saurus also obvious. Iron versus Saurus. Saurus arguably lost to Frack and Caustic in the last 2 town business events. Caustic versus Shotty is a toss-up. That's more of a preference, and I'd say Caustic, because, I'm a huge Caustic fan. Shotty versus Lux is another preference battle, but I think in London, I'd have to give it to Shotty, and Mook versus Geechi, I'd have to give it to Geechi. Quick shout out to Minnesota Luke. He made a video like this a couple years ago. I just want to shout him out. Thank you for the idea. Hopefully you guys are watching. Hope you guys watched all the way through. Thank you for listening. Leave your opinion in the comments. Subscribe.